W-2 forms should already be in the mail. Tax season has officially begun. For many people, this is the time of year when panic begins to set in. Are you one of those people? Have no fear. Bob Grace, the president of the Grace Advisor Group, is here to help. Good morning.
Good morning, Carly.
So let's start with, this is very interesting. You say that there are 3 phases in a person's financial life.
Yes.
Explain what those 3 phases are.
Well, accumulation, that's what occurs during your working life, but once you hit retirement, it should be preservation and distribution. You know, that paycheck you got 40 years or 35 years during your working career has to turn into an income stream in order to maintain your lifestyle.
All right, so we're talking about tax season though. So how does retirement plans fit in with tax season and taxes? How they fit hand in hand?
Well, I love our government, but few people think they're very good at managing money. So it's not what you make, it's what you keep. And most tax preparers count the beans, tell you how many you can keep and how many you have to send off to Uncle Sam. We do that, but in addition, in our firm, we show you how to keep more of your money by doing proper tax planning.
And what would that be? I mean, what are some things that...
Well, the type of tax deductions you can get when you're working, such as mileage and expenses and lunches, kind of go away when you retire. But in retirement, most people's income is from investments, dividends and interest. And there are ways to take those off your tax return and, in most cases, increase the return on that money. But the techniques should be assisted by a professional, and that's what we do at Grace Tax Advisory Group.
Well, and because don't the laws change every year, and it's kind of hard to keep up?
Absolutely, and that's the key issue, is keeping up with the laws, and that's what the people at our firm do. We not only do your taxes and deliver them, but each and every client, and we do over 1,600 tax returns a year, is sat down with one of our tax advisory professionals and given advice on how to lower their tax liability.
What is your advice when it comes to safety versus riskier options when it comes to retirement options, and also looking too when you're looking at taxes?
Well, that's a great question. You know, when you're working, what happens to your investment portfolio really does not affect your lifestyle. If your account goes up, your advisor calls you up and says, look what a great job I've done for you. And if the market goes down, if they take your phone call, the answer is, well, we really don't have any control over the market. Stick it out, it'll come back. That works really well, but once you retire, that pot of money you put together during your working career has to last you the rest of your life. And it used to be people would retire at age 65, die at 65 and a half, certainly didn't need much of a plan.
Right.
But now they're living into their 80s, 90s, and 100s, and part-time jobs at 95 are a bit hard to come by. So you've got to plan your income to make sure that your money lasts as long as you do. By the way, the name of my new book coming out. And make sure that your money is there even though you may live into your 80s and 90s.
There's your book right there. Tell us about your new book.
Well, it'll be out in about 30 days, and the title is How to Make Sure Your Money Lasts as Long as You Do.
Because we're lasting longer, which is good news.
Well,
but
that's
sometimes
right.
our money doesn't.
The challenge is not dying too soon, it's living too long and running out of money. And of course, in today's low interest yielding investments, the bank is at 0.25%, bonds are at 2 to 3%. With the techniques that we show our clients, we can give them 4, 5, and even 6% cash flows that are absolutely guaranteed, not only for their life, but if they're married, for their spouse's life. Again, money lasts longer than they do or as long as they do.
Well, and it sounds like what I love about what you do is that you offer help with tax season and then kind of in retirement for the rest of the year planning too. It shouldn't be just something that you concentrate on for that week alone when your taxes are due.
That's absolutely right, Carly. We actually give tax advice 365 days a year, and I tell clients if they really need to call me on Christmas Eve, they should probably do it before midnight when I've had my 3rd toddy. So, but we're more than happy to give that advice.
Yeah. We mentioned, you know, going from those riskier to the safety options when retiring. Is that line of when you should do that? I mean, that's got to be a personalized, I'd imagine that you'd have to meet with everybody to figure out when you go from the riskier options to the safer
Absolutely.
options.
It's a one-on-one consultation. I don't think anybody wants surgery done mail order or over the phone or even on television, but we give free consultations to all of our clients. Each and every tax client has a meeting with one of our tax advisors. We give them suggestions on a couple of things: how to lower their tax liability, increase their cash flow, lower their taxes, and again, design that specific program that allows them to live in peace. You know, in retirement, you shouldn't be worrying about your money going up and down. You should be walking on the beach, playing golf, and doing what you want to do in retirement.
That's what I plan on doing, as does everybody else. What do you look for when you're looking for a retirement income planning advisor?
Well, I think somebody who's got the right credentials, and not just somebody who stands up and jumps up and down. We got a lot of great entertainers in the financial world, some great-looking ladies and some guys that don't have any more hair than I do that jump up and down. But they're giving advice as historians. You see, in Wall Street, you can only tell people what happened yesterday, and yet Wall Street alludes to the fact that what happened yesterday is connected with what's going to happen tomorrow. There is no connection whatsoever. So we moved from the risk, and that was fine during your working years, to absolute contractual guarantees of income that are produced primarily by the large insurance companies who have, so far in the 43 years I've been in this business, have always been able to live up to their written contracts.
Well, we're out of time. It's no surprise you have your own radio show as well. Real quickly, tell people where they can listen to you.
Fox Radio 92.5. We're on Saturday morning and noon around Sunday, and we just love doing that radio show. And
Retire with Grace.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah,
and you have a special offer for our viewers this morning. What is that?
We do, Carly. 55 and older, we're going to do your tax return for up to 3 years for $99. Now, Bill Gates, we can't do years for $99, but if it's a standard return, and we're going to do that for 3 years. If you become a retirement advisory client of ours, we're going to maintain that for life. If not, at the end of the third year, we're going to raise you up to the national low-cost average.
All right. Well, Grace Advisory Group is going to be along with us for the next couple of weeks for tax season. Thank you so much. You're a comedian as well,
my pleasure,
I think,
my
too.
pleasure.
Thanks,
Thank
Bob.
you. Nice to be here,
let's
Carly.
send it over to Bill.
Bob, that was me calling you at 1 minute after midnight on Christmas Eve. I'm sorry. I figured you were up making a hot toddy for Santa.
Well, I bring one for you, too, Bill.
Okay, I need one, among other things. Hey, I can't wait to read your new book. It looks great. Thank you. All right, speaking of money and what you spent over the holidays, if you overspent, if you're in sort of a debt hangover, we help you get over it.